What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to FIFA 13 Ultimate Team Tips and Tricks episode number 1. In today's episode we're going to be discussing squad fitness and manager impact, and as you can see on the screen now we're going to be discussing squad fitness first. You can see that sexy graphic in front of your very eyes which I made with my own hands, the first graphics work I've ever done for myself. I know what you're thinking, it's unbelievably attractive. Now, as you can see on the screen, with squad fitness we're going to be going through coin saving methods, coin making methods, and keeping full squad fitness with the use of bronze players. So let's get into that, guys. Okay guys, so talking about squad fitness, this is the issue for today, and I just want to give a lot of people a few tips as to how you can keep your squad fitness high without spending money on fitness cards, because I see so many people spending 300-400 coins on regular fitness cards and in excess of 2,000 to 3,000 coins on squad full fitness cards. You can see here, look at these plus 60s have gone for 200, a plus 20 card there for 200, a plus 40 for 400. The squad fitness plus 10 all fitness went for like 2,200 coins. More fitness cards, just showing you here how they're going for ridiculous prices. Plus 30 fitness cards for 2,600 coins. Now bear in mind that's 2,000, I nearly spat my words out there, 2,600 coins just to replace the fitness on your players in a video game. So I'm going to explain to you guys a few ways how you can actually keep the fitness of your players high without having to spend that sort of coins, and in the meantime actually make coins. As you can see here, I'm just going to go into the bronze fitness card section again just to show you how quickly these cards are going. Now the most recent bronze fitness plus 20 card has only got 52 minutes left on it, which means you know that they go for 250 coins instantly. I was actually watching a 2Sync video a couple of days ago, and the lads from 2Sync FIFA were buying fitness cards for like 350 coins, and I wanted to tear my hair out. It's such a waste of coins, it really is. So I just wanted to show you how quickly they go, and they do go like hotcakes, and sometimes they sell for 300, 400, 500 coins. But I want to show you a way how you can keep your fitness high without having to spend that much money. So in front of you, you've got a bronze team with 99 chemistry. Every single one of these players has got 7 contract, and every single one of these players has got 99 fitness. The other thing about these players is every single one of them cost me 150 coins. So that's a grand total of 1,650 coins for this entire team. That's already cheaper than a squad fitness card. That's like half the price almost of a squad fitness card. Now the important factors here are the fact that they have 7 games. So you can add an entire team to your bench that is unfit. I had just a couple of players here. All my players in my team have got 99 fitness because I use methods that I'm showing you guys. All of these players have 99 fitness, but you can add your tired players to your bench and then play a game with this bronze team. Now you're thinking this bronze team is terrible. You don't want to play a game with this bronze team. Why would you? You know that it's rubbish. You're going to get battered if you play online. Well, that's the kicker, guys. You don't have to use this team to play online. Now I'm not really a huge fan of offline game modes, and I've actually got 2 teams, so I rotate my teams. Or I've got more than 2 teams, so I rotate them. But you can take that bronze team, you can go into the bronze tournament, and you can win. Once you win the tournament, you win 500 coins and you get a bronze contracts pack, and after that you win just 500 coins every time. But you only need to play 1 game to replenish the fitness of your team. So for 1,650 coins, you can play 1 game, replenish your team. You can then use your team again for 3 games. Once they go low on fitness again, put them back on the bench in the bronze team and go and play a second game. So you get, in my experience, you get 3 games before your players need to be rested for fitness. You've got 7 contracts here, so you can do that 7 times, and you obviously get the initial 3 games. So you get a grand total of 24 games without having to put any fitness cards or anything on your players for a total of 1,650 coins for these bronze players. It's a superb coin saving method initially, but the 7 games that you play with the bronze players, you're also going to end up picking up around 2,000 to 3,000 coins, which is again a good bonus. So not only are you saving yourself huge amounts of coins, and I'm talking huge, I see people spend thousands upon thousands of coins on fitness cards, squad fitness cards and regular fitness cards. So not only are you saving these thousands and thousands of coins, but you're also earning coins whilst you're doing it, and that will allow you to actually buy either a much better player for your squad or a second team so that you can rotate the teams And if you've got two gold teams, you can play 2 games with 1 gold team and have the other one on the bench. You can play a 3rd and 4th game with the 2nd gold team that is usually on the bench and put the other team on the bench, and that way you never get low in fitness and it doesn't cost you any money, and you're enjoying yourself online with 2 different teams, and you know you never need to spend any money on fitness cards. I can't see a good reason why people would buy a fitness card full stop. As you can see here, guys, this is what I would do. You saw in the first one there, I had, or you see here, I've got my Italian team with the bronze team on the bench. So I'd go and play a game. Imagine these are 2 gold teams, 2 of your favourite gold teams in your club, and you've afforded these teams because of the coins you've saved from your fitness. I've got my Italian team with my bronze team on the bench, and then in the other squad that I've got my bronze team there with the Italian team on the bench. So each time I play a game with this team, the other team replenishes his fitness. Hopefully you enjoyed this tip, and let's move on to the manager impact. Okay guys, so the second part of this tutorial video is going to be the manager influences. As you can see on the screen, we're going to be talking about the team talk influence, the contract influence, and the chemistry benefits for the managers. So the reason I decided to do the manager influences was because I get asked a lot, hey Nepo, what does the +3 contracts or the +2 morale mean on a manager, and how does a manager affect chemistry? Now I don't actually know how a manager affects in-game chemistry, but we're definitely going to talk about how a manager affects team chemistry. So as you can see here, through my managers, I've got a lot of gold managers. The shiny golds give contracts +3%. Some of them give contracts +3 plus team talks +2. Some of them just give contracts +3, and the non-rare managers for gold give +3% on team talks and 0% on contracts. Now you can get a maximum of 50% for team talks and 50% contracts combined. So you need enough managers just to fill up the 50% contract and 50% team talk. There are plenty of managers out there that are really cheap so that you can fill this up, and it might cost you a few, maybe 1,000 or so coins for the group of managers to make it 50% for you. But the amount that will save you in the long run is actually a very small price to pay. So we're going to go in and show you just what the managers actually do in terms of the contracts and the morale cards, because that's what the team talks is for the morale cards, and the contracts is obviously for the contract cards. We'll take this bronze team here that I used in the first half of the tutorial just to show you what happens when applying a contract card when you have a manager with 50% contracts. Now of course I don't know one single manager has 50%, it's a maximum of 3%, but as you can see here, the staff modifier, this gold shiny contract gives +24 games to a bronze player. Because I have a staff modifier of 50%, it adds an extra 12 games onto this player. So if I were to add the contract to him, I would get a huge bonus. You know, I'd get 36 games instead of the 24 that the contract says, and the same with the non-rare contracts there. I get an extra 5 games instead of the standard 11. Now the morale cards is the same. Because I have a grand total of 50% or higher for the team talk section of the manager, you get a +50% bonus on your morale cards as well. Morale is exceptionally important in FIFA 13, and I highly recommend you guys, if you have low morale, that you should use the morale cards. The team morale cards cost, on a good day, 200 to 300 coins, on a bad day 600 to 700 coins, but you can see all my players here have neutral morale, so I'm going to add a morale card to them, which is going to give me a grand total of 60. Now their neutral morale is 50, so if I just added the morale card on without any manager influences, it would only add an extra 40, so they'd only be on 90. But now I've added it with the extra bonus on there, the 50% bonus, it goes up to the 99 and makes my players very happy, which means they perform a hell of a lot better in game. You may not believe it, but that's actually true. So here we're going to create a new squad, guys, so I can show you what a manager does in terms of chemistry. This is still something that confuses a lot of people, and I know this for a fact just because the amount of people I come up against that have got a manager in the wrong formation and in a nationality that doesn't suit anyone on the team. So first of all, we're just going to put a player in gold there just to give him 6 chemistry and give a gold manager in the correct formation. So that's given an extra 10 chemistry bonus to the team. You see this, the goalkeeper here, he has 6 chemistry, you can see that, and we have 16 team chemistry, which means Arsene Wenger, a French manager in the right formation, gives 10 chemistry points. If we go and put an English manager onto the field in a correct formation, a silver manager, in the correct formation, the silver managers offer a boost of 5 chemistry across the team if they're in the correct formation. You can see again, this goalkeeper has 6 chemistry. We have a team total of 11 chemistry, which means the silver managers, and this is for silver, the rares and the non-rares, they offer 5 chemistry. And then at the very end of that, we have the bronze managers. Now I don't have a bronze manager in a 4-4-2 formation, so we're going to have to change the formation of the team. But you can see from these bronze managers here, we picked this guy up for a 5-2-2-1, and he adds no chemistry to the team. Once we put the goalkeeper in the left forward position to give him 0 chemistry, the manager in the correct formation gives 2 extra team chemistry. A bronze manager, that is. I don't think that's necessarily worth it. Any team restrictions in a game have no bearing on a manager, so you can always have a gold manager in there to give that extra 10 chemistry. Now let's go back to a formation that we're going to be using. And that's the 4-4-2, so we can show the benefits of a manager when paired with a player in the correct nationality. So we're going to add a manager here, and we're going to pick the English manager, but he's going to be in the wrong formation. So we're going to get Alan Pardew in the 5-2-2-1. And you can see that boosted it up to 7 chemistry, because the goalkeeper gets 6 chemistry for being in the right formation and position, and Alan Pardew gives us 1 chemistry point for the guy for basically being English and an English goalkeeper. So for every player that has the same nationality as a manager, you get 1 extra chemistry on the overall chemistry bar. For every manager that is in the correct formation in gold, you get 10, in silver you get 5, and in bronze you get an extra 2 chemistry boost. So just showing this here, if I swap Alan Pardew out, so that's 30 chemistry currently with just 3 players in the team, and they get 9 chemistry each because they're all in the correct formation and in the same leagues. And then if I take these players out and put them into 3 other players who aren't English but will also get perfect chemistry, you can see that the manager is now in the wrong formation and offers no benefits to the Italians because he is indeed English. So the chemistry drops down to 27, and then if I add an Italian manager in there, it boosts back up to 30 because each of the Italian players get a chemistry bonus. Now if we put an Italian manager in the correct formation, we've got Spalletti there in a 4-4-2, that's another 10 chemistry. So this manager is now offering us 13 extra chemistry points, which has an impact again in the in-game attributes. People don't really understand about chemistry or morale too much. Having high morale and having perfect chemistry is deadly important. It does give your players a boost in-game, boosts that you wouldn't even see or wouldn't even know, but you'd notice it when you don't have them. And as we add an extra player, every single player that we add here gives us 10 extra chemistry because they get 9 chemistry for being in the correct position, and then they get the 1 chemistry bonus from Spalletti. So we can actually get a 100 chemistry team with 2 players missing by having the manager in the correct formation and the correct nationality for everybody else in the team. So we're going to put the right wing in there because he is a right wing, not a right midfield. And we'll put the right back in as well and show you guys that without any strikers we have now got 100 chemistry team. So hopefully this explained a little bit more as to what the managers actually do, how they actually benefit you or your team. And once again, if you've got a manager, see how my manager has 7 contracts. If I try and apply a manager contract to him, he also gets the 50% bonus because my 50% bonus is throughout any contract that we apply. So definitely this helps with your play, with your in-game play, with your the way you approach FIFA, and building teams is a lot more fun when you can get 100 chemistry, because you might only get 90 chemistry with a team, but you could put a manager in there and take it up to 100 chemistry and still get that perfect chemistry boost in game. And that's pretty much what everything is all about. And just to show you, if we put a regular Italian manager in there in the wrong formation, we lose that 10 chemistry points, but we still get 90 chemistry from 9 players because each player gets 1 extra chemistry. And if we remove the manager completely, we go down to 81, and putting the 2 players in the right formation and right position again that are also Italian will boost us up to 99 chemistry, which is exactly what I do. But anyway guys, this is the end of the tutorial. If there's anything you would like me to explain in the comments in videos about Ultimate Team, feel free to put it in the comment section. I am working on the chemistry tutorial and to explain to you exactly how chemistry works. I've also got a few other Ultimate Team tips and tricks coming out for you. There'll be one a day every day, so if you could drop a like on this video, it would mean a lot to me. And hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.